Hey folks, are you with me? Yes, you're with me. We're just looking at the stocks today. You hear that? You hear that? B King's not happy. I'm not happy either. I'm not happy either. But it's well. First of all, let me welcome you to get to be your own hero. No, get rich 101. Get Rich 101. That's in Michelle. I'm your host, Sekou Writes. Hey. So that said, I'm watching the stocks, and you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what it says about about shopping. No, about buying. It says don't buy when you're feeling enthusiastic about something, or don't buy when you're feeling negative about something. Like if you're upset about something, you shouldn't trade. Also, if you're excited about something, you shouldn't trade. You need to trade when you're neutral. So I'm thinking about that because I'm thinking about yesterday. Yesterday was exciting. Yesterday I preached my sermon at Rockland CSL, and so I'm excited about that. And that said, I coming into this period here on Monday feeling all full of energy. I understand now. I understand now what he means by you got to be calm, because I was not calm. I was barely hanging on, really, in terms of energy. Let me think about that. Yeah, I was kind of barely hanging on. Well, but that's because I was up all night because I was excited. I was excited. I was excited, and I fell out, and then I woke up and I was up all night, like right, thinking about the 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 sermon and how it went, and so that got me all hyped. And then I fell asleep. Yes, I fell asleep like what was that? Like it was 6 a.m. 6 a.m. because that was the time the transcendental meditation went on. 6 a.m. Yeah, so I went to sleep at 6. I went to sleep because I was sitting still to do the transcendental meditation, and I fell out. I fell out. I didn't wake up till like 8, and then I ran out there in silence because I was I was tired. So anyway, my point is, my energy levels were not even. They were not even keel. So that's what I have to do. I've got to choose. I've got to come into the day level and calm, and be that for trading. Can you imagine if you got to not come into work because you were feeling too excited about something? Can you imagine that? Like that'd be so dope. Right? I'm not feeling very well. I'm not coming in today. Oh man, that's crazy. So anyway, let me now explain to you what happened, because I've been wasting my time telling you about what happened outside. But this is what happened. So as you see here, I've got it on S. What was that? What is it? What was that? What was it? That was SCNI. SCNI. Look at that gap. See, I was trying to explain the gap on the weekend, but look at it. A gap is that space in between the records. So you see how in the middle there's a chart. So I'm just looking at the chart. I'm only looking at the chart, just the chart. So it's trailing along, and then it jumps. It jumps with no connecting all the way up to 6. I mean, that's incredible. Like it jumped from how much was that? It jumped from in the threes. In the threes, jumped up to the 6. Look at that. Look at that. There's a gap. just a gap. It's a gap. Now, if I had selected SNI beforehand on Friday, that would have been great. I'd have bought in low, sold high, been done. Been done. And also, we've got to figure out if we can buy over the weekend. I know that sometimes you can see differences in the way something is shaping over the weekend, but I don't know if you can buy, so I have to check that out. To see how it's going. But anyway, look at that gap, though. Look at that gap. And that's what was distracting me. So here's what I did. Here's what I did wrong. First of all, I started trading when I was hyped. When I was hyped about something. That's number one. Number two, I tried to do the weekend trader plus the Monday hustle. The weekend hustle plus the Monday hustle, right? Yeah. See, I got greedy. See, and so what I did was I saw one of something spiking. I can't remember what name of it was. I was trying to see if I could see it, but I can't remember which one it was. But one of those was spiking. It was going straight up. It was going straight up. And then I started thinking about Tim Sykes and how Tim says he'll get in for something and then he'll get out because he got it all in on the day of. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if something's going up, right? He's like, all right, I'm just gonna get out right away, sell it right away because it went up so fast. Like, I'm just gonna sell it right away and get my money right now, right? So I was thinking, let me get some out the way. Let me get. But I waited too late. But I saw it. No, I saw it and it looked good. And then I started thinking about it. Get my money in first. Then I was like, all right, I'm going for it. But it was too late. As soon as I bought in, it went down. It went south. As soon as I went in, it went south. I was like, okay. All right, so I'm selling. But then I sold, and then that made me feel some kind of way about making something to buy, something to stick, right? Then I was like, all right, I should have just let it go. I should have just let it go and been like, I should have waited for Monday. But I was like, oh, let me find something. And I found two stocks, bet on both of them. Both of them tanked. And what I learned though, this is the key that I learned, or two keys. One, don't buy when you're feeling anything other than neutral, right? But the second one is I need to watch one. For me, I need to watch one stock. And I know that feels like, oh, it's only one stock per week, but I gotta watch one stock.
But you're not suggesting that everyone only watch one.
No, I'm not suggesting that everyone only watch one. I'm talking about for me, for my thing. Because that's the thing. It's all about how you respond, how you do things. Like that's what it is. That's what it is. So you got to decide quickly what works best for you. And work that system out, and you can figure that out, and then you can figure it out. Like if you know that you need to watch more than two or whatever, and that works for you, then that so be it. But for me, I need to I need to turn it off when I've gone the wrong way. Like when I missed getting my money in on Friday, I should have just left it. And said, all right, I'm gonna wait for Monday. But instead I went buying two stocks. Trying to make up for that one loss. I should let the loss go. Maybe then I might have caught the S, C, and I. Maybe I would have caught it. Yeah. I've got to figure out if I can buy something over the weekend. I don't think I can. I think I can program an entry. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try something for something very small to see if I can buy something for very small and it'll carry over. Just so I'll know. Just so I'll know. Okay, so Fee and I were fooling around with Essie and I. That gap got both of us. I was still struggling with the two from last week. It was terrible. It was terrible. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about that. So let me check the comments before I move on to something else. Okay. Fee King is saying she might be good with two stocks. She might be good with two stocks. Yeah. Yeah, I was good with two stocks. You know what it is? I'm good with two stocks, but I was trying to add a third. I was trying to add a third in a different time zone. Like I had two on Friday and one on Monday. That was too much. I could do two, probably one, but one or two based on where it is, as long as it's in the same time zone. Yeah, I think so. All right. All right. I like your strategy. Interesting notion of not trailing unless you. Yeah, and I forgot that. I completely forgot about your move being neutral until this happened. Until this happened because I was hyped. I was hyped about my my sermon, and thus I was off. I was off for trading, and I've got to remember that. Be like, up, I'm up for something else. Something else. I can't trade. I can't trade. I can't trade. You know, and become coming to it neutral. Coming to it neutral. All right. Let's see. Fatima is saying too dope. Let's see. Let's see. Thanks for tagging your circle fee, and Fatima tagging your circle too. Okay, so that's it. That's what I got to tell you. You know, that's what we got for a weekend hustle and Monday hustle today. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. So now, well, yeah, that's it. That's it. So now let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the fun stuff. Huh? Okay. So yeah, so I was starting a Free King in the background. Okay, so I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna get on to the thing. So this Sunday, yesterday, I preached a sermon. I preached a sermon. I preached a sermon. Let me put the flyer up. And there's the flyer. Yeah. So I preached. I I yeah, I did a sermon. I did a sermon. Now this was scary for me for a few reasons. One, because I was doing it in person. Because I've preached for this church before, but it was via Zoom. And so that was one way of doing it. It was stressful enough. But then to do it physically, I was like, oh. And then Reverend Mel got an emergency call right at the beginning of service when we were still setting up, and she just left. I was like, she's like, oh. I was like, oh no. So she left, and I was, like, oh man, I don't know what to do. So anyway, that was um, that was a little unnerving, but also a great challenge because she wasn't there to support me. She was somewhere else doing something else, and we were seeing her divine order that she may work through everything with divine order and divine skill and everything. but she wasn't there for me physically. No laughs, no things to make me feel um, like I don't know, something like a pat on the back, like a pat on the back, right? None of those things were available except from P King. P King was dope. P King was dope. He was recording it in two different circles, two different ways, and she was dope. And so P King was moving around, and I was following her with my eyes, and so she was great. But I'm just saying, I would have had two sources of help, and I had one, and it was great, but it was a challenge. And so that that aside, I did okay. I did okay. I needed this speech. I needed the speech. My goal this time was to write out all the words of the speech, and I found that difficulty. I found difficulty with that because getting the words from my head to my hand to typed out was difficult. So I would get there and I'd screw up the sentence and I'll be like, okay, I have to take a break. I have to try it again. And then I try it again, try it again, try it again, try it again. And so it was I don't know what's called, like a cloud that worked with me. So I had to work through that. I had to work through that. That was hard, but I kept trying, and I made it. And I took it to, I think I told you, I took it to my 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 thing, my well, what we've started calling is my Dr. Mona's group, and they advised me to go slow, go slow, go slow. So that's what I remembered. I remembered to go slow and go to the script when I needed it. And I needed it from the beginning, because from the beginning I started uh, I started spieling. I started spieling, like talking about what I wanted to say, right? And I wanted to say something or say something funny, but that did not work. That did not work. And I was like, script. I went to the script and I stayed there, and that helped me through. That helped me through. And then from there, I jumped off the script every once in a while. I said, script, script. And having the script spelled out was good, was good. And I know some places where I need to tune up, places where I need to tune down. Like I learned a lot from doing the speech in person and having some feedback. And also I got one of the pastors to really invite me to the church to speak on the church. So that was very exciting. That's very exciting. That people felt um, felt a sense of missing money. Let's call it that. A sense of missing money enough that they would want me to come and do a sermon, come and do a talk, and talk about missing money. Really, that's what comes to me now. Talk about missing money, because the money is there, it's there, but it's missing. And I talked about some things that were very personal for me, and kind of tweaked me a little bit. Like I was like, you know, but I felt very good about it. Me and the church people went out for lunch afterwards, and I learned some more things about the play, more things about the more things about the sermon, and yeah, I just felt really, really good, really good. And so, even though that was during the day, I I was so enraptured with this energy, so enraptured. I just felt so many good things, and this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. So anyway, I think what's important for me is that I have decided where I want to go with my life. That's the big thing. The big thing is I've decided where I want to go with my life. And that is becoming a financial guru for people who have missing money. Have missing money. Because if I have missing money, I know other people have missing money. Right? And so that's what I think I want to do. No, that's what I know I want to do. And so buying into that, saying it out loud, getting a response was all very helpful. Was all very helpful. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. All right, let me check out my my comments. Let's see. You've been clear for a long time what you want to do with your life at this stage. Yesterday was simple icing on the cake. Well, I'm glad it seems that way, but I've been like, but I am clear with it now, and I've said it. I've given a statement, and people seem very interested in it, and people were active in it. And someone said that online they saw people signing up. Like I thought, wow, that's really great. That's really great that people want to hear me, because I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all find the missing money that I didn't find, that I'm finding now, right? Because you need it. You need to find that money. You need to find that missing money. All right. Anyway. Here's Fee King is saying, I heard books come from you on the subject while you're on that stage. Books, yeah. I for those of you that didn't see it, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I spoke a little bit about my stroke, because my stroke is my turning point. My turning point. And that was enough, but I didn't do a lot of me talking about my stroke. It affected me greatly. It still affects me greatly. But I am using it in my own special way to find the missing money. To find the missing money, And that in and of itself has been a great joy. It's been a great joy. And being excited with you guys as I discover these new things, it's just like, what? Did you hear about this? You know what I mean? So that's been really helpful. All right, Ashe. Let's see what else Free King is texting me from down the hall. If someone works for a company, nonprofit, boys and girls organization who like a speaker to come out and teach about money and overcoming obstacles, please reach out to me. Yeah, thanks, Fee. Yeah, go ahead and reach out to Fee. Because I want to make it clear that I am reaching people who have money but don't know what to do with their money. Right? They have money but don't know what to do with their money. Right? Like, have money and just didn't. Yeah, I'm not going to retell my stories from the sermon, but if you heard the story, you hear how just one thing with me could have let it run the rest of my life, and I never even would have thought about it. I never even would have thought about it. But thinking about it has me thinking, well, oh shoot, where's that money missing? Where's that missing money going to? And really thinking about it. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but I that's what I expect. That's what I expect. Anyway, so this was it. This was the the invest in respect sermon that I gave at CSL, and I think I did well enough that I'm going to keep this speech as my main speech and build off other things off of it. But this is going to be my main speech. And I'm going to offer this speech all the rest of June, all the rest of my birthday month. I'm going to offer this speech. I'm going to offer this speech because I think there's something in it for everyone. Even if you only entertained and you got your money wherever you want your money, right? Maybe you got it all together. But if you want to know how to get your money in the right place, come holler at your boy. All right, folks. I'll put up Fee's call, and I am going to sign out. Like I said, the Monday hustle didn't work out so well, but that reminded me of some painful, well, some serious lessons I need to write down. I need to make my list of rules. That's what I need to do. I need to make my list of rules. Okay, folks. And I will see you later. And I will see you on Monday. Oh no, on Tuesday. Where I'll be talking about probably still the same thing, to be honest with you. Or maybe I'll do the speech. Oh, maybe I'll do the speech for this class. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I gotta figure out the timing, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, so thanks for being with me. Thanks for helping me. Thanks for all the people that supported me here or local for my sermon. And thanks for reminding me that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe.